Morning everyone. It's not going to plan. Where do I start? It's my fault. So I've worked with a company and I spent months and months and months, Tristan and I worked on so many details of my posh shed to make sure it's the right one, because I'm pretty much putting all my money into it. Some people kept telling my mum that the information about planning permission is wrong, and I'm like, no, I've checked with this company, this is what they do, they're the specialists, they sell thousands of these, different variants of this around the UK, they know what they're doing. So it's literally a few days before the build. So I thought, I've spent 3 months trying to get hold of the planning officer in Stoke, but they're very busy. So I found this planning consultant online. It cost me £600 for him to confirm, do I or do I not need planning permission? And there were some variables. The information that I was told is correct. If it's less, because it's so small, it's less than 30 metres squared. It's 30 metres squared. Because it's 2 metres away from property line, it doesn't need planning permission. That's what the company I'm working with kept telling me. So I can build it, and that's it. It doesn't matter if the neighbours complain, nothing, because of the size it is and where I'm based. So some properties you can't even put a shed up, a normal garden shed, because the planning permission is so tight. Whereas where I live, I fit into the category where I can have this without the planning permission. Great. But if you want to live in it, it's planning permission. So I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? The footings are in. It's all on my drive. Do I put it on hold? What do I do? What do I do? This is my whole plan. My contingency is not very strong. So here are the options. I've decided to go ahead with the build, because even if I can't live in it, it's the perfect office for me. So I can get up, go to work every day. So here are the options. My mum and I stay in the house. If we're in the property together, because I own it, the government won't pay my rent, okay? And because it's my mum, if we're in there together, they won't pay her rent either. Because that would just be clearing my mortgage and I'll be in the property, right? Which I get. I understand that. I budgeted 3 months' money, okay? 3 months' money, contingency to cover the rent, right? This is month 1, and I didn't want to spend the 3 months. I wanted to have some savings for when the Betsy breaks or something. I could borrow money. That's another contingency. I could borrow money, but now I'm not employed. How am I going to pay that back? What? £2 a month for the next 1,000 years? No, but it's another contingency, and obviously. I would be able to do something about it in the future, because I'm really gonna do my best to make this YouTube and newsletter work. The new plan is, I used to look at tiny houses. So it's basically a 25 foot up to 40 foot, like a sea container that people live in. So I'm going to live in a camper van or a caravan. Yeah, keep it simple. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. I just, when I was talking to Tristan about it, and I was like, I didn't just speak to one company to check this. Like, I thought I'd done my due diligence by checking with multiple companies about these on the planning permission. And then when we were talking, what Tristan nailed was, so you spoke to salespeople? And I was like, yes. Yeah, I spoke to salespeople. So with regards to my mum, she's not doing very well. She doesn't really cope with stress very well. She suffers from anxiety and depression. And she broke my heart the other day because I was out helping her unpack the shopping, and she bought peanuts. She never buys peanuts. And I was like, why? And she's like, oh, I read the help for depression. And I was like, when someone you love says something that's heartbreaking, I was like, oh, are you not okay? So with everything that's happened with my job, with my finances, it's a bit too much for her. So she's battling through. So she's getting a lot of pressure from her friends that this won't work, it's never going to work, it's just not going to work. So when I explained to her, Mum, I have a backup plan. and we talked through the backup plan. Then she relaxed a bit, and I'm like, it's okay. Look, perfect scenario, I live in it. That's the perfect scenario. But if that doesn't work, I've always wanted to live in a camper van. All my life I've wanted to live in a camper van. You know, if that's what happens, then that's fine. You know, I'm good with that, and it's my living situation, not her friends, not anyone else. This is my living situation. Okay, there's some logistical issues like heat and things like that, but they're solvable. This is absolutely solvable. Right, so my mum and I, that is the look of stress.
That's it.
So what we're gonna do, our new plan of action is, I'm gonna stay in the bungalow with her, which means, because I own the property, we cannot get the rent paid. We've worked out our money.
We're broke.
Yeah, we're broke.
We're broke.
We're not just, well, okay, when I get
No.
ESA, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I get ESA, we can afford to feed ourselves for heat, water, roof over the head. That's it. That's it.
No treats.
No treats.
Nothing.
No
clothes.
No clothes.
No shoes.
No gifts.
Nothing.
So we're sort of accepting that.
We're poor.
Yeah, we know that, but we are together.
Yes.
We can afford the food for the dogs and the cats, which obviously, you know, it's our choice to have the...
No, we already have them.
I know, but we're keeping them.
Oh yeah, we can't get rid of any.
I know, but some people would say get rid of them.
No.
No. So we are choosing to keep our dogs and cats. Admittedly, I never planned to have this many cats.
But we're putting them on a diet.
The cats are going on, some of the cats are going on a diet, as am I.
And
So
me.
you don't need to drop any weight.
I do.
A little bit, but that's
Yeah.
it. Only a little
Only
bit.
about half a stone.
Okay, half a stone. All right, that's it though.
Yeah, so we can manage. But if anyone sees me on a street corner, can you find someone?
Don't donate 50p. 50p.
For my body. Bit old.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think our best chance is going to be, my mum is amazing.
You.
No. I don't think they're paying much for me either. Our best bet is going to be your green fingers. You are amazing at growing aloe vera, the parrot trees. We can sell them at the car booths. We can earn a little bit of money. And then when I become a YouTube sensation,
Yeah.
we'll be able to relax a bit.
Yeah, but we're not holding our breaths.
No, we're planning for the worst,
Yeah,
hoping
we
for the
plan-
best.
Yeah, we've reached the worst.
No, we haven't reached the worst because we're all right. We're okay. We're together. The animals are fine. We're fine. You're all right. You got your Pepsi Max. You're all right. So more updates to follow. Please subscribe because, you know, I'm going to need a lot of subscribers to be able to get sponsorship deals to potentially, you know, maybe I can get them to give me a camper van. Probably not, but you know what I mean. So if you could subscribe, if you're still watching right now, please subscribe. That would be fantastic.